Yep. We officially back at it, man. The New Year's hype is over with, to say the least. It's the second week of January. By the time y'all seeing this, how's it going for you, man? I mean, have you stuck to all the goals and the resolutions and all the things that you said you were gonna do this year? Because, I mean, the hype is over now. I mean, it's not really cool to talk about it anymore. Either you're doing that shit or you're not. And if you're not, then what's really going to separate 2025 from being any different than your 2024? You know what I'm saying? So it's just something to think about. For me, my goals have pretty much always been the same. I'm not really ever one to set New Year's resolutions. I don't really say like, oh, this is what I want to accomplish, this year. This is no, I just, whatever I want to do, I just kind of just do it right then and there. So, I mean, if it happens to coincide with the new year or January 1st or whatever the case may be, then, hey, that's pretty cool. I guess you can call it a New Year's resolution. But for me, it's really just the same old, man. I'm just living life, and I enjoy every single day as it comes, New Year's or not. You know, obviously we're on the way to the gym right now, and it's officially colder than witch's nipples outside. I think it's like 21 degrees right now here where I'm at, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't jealous of the people that's living in California or in Texas or Florida or any warmer climate that is not feeling like the subarctic outside. I got about 3 layers on, and I can still feel the cold coming through. I'm thankful that I'm in the whip and I got heat and this and everything, and I got heat in the crib and all that. So I can't really complain too much. But the people that's living in the warmer weather and the warmer climates, hey, just know, man, that you are truly blessed. So don't take it for granted. That's just my opinion, though. I never really liked the cold. And really, it's kind of funny, but I was thinking that, I still got Foot Locker in my backseat, so don't judge me. Come back over here. All right, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking it's kind of funny that around this time of year, like whenever people say they're going to go to the gym and they want to get in shape or get right or whatever the case may be, come on, brother, can you get out the road, brother? In the middle of the road. Anyway, they let people, or not even people, but they let any kind of circumstance kind of hinder them from wanting to go to the gym. Like, oh, it's a little cold outside. I think I'm gonna just stay in. I can skip today. I can just make it up tomorrow. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe you do that one day after you've been on like a 2 or 3 week stretch. You might need a rest day, of course. But you can't let a little excuse such as the weather. I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing because it's actually like so hilarious that people really do this, bro. You can't let a little excuse such as the weather or something like that, stop you from going to the gym. I don't care if it was a blizzard, if it was a hurricane, if it was a tsunami, nigga. As long as the gym is open and I have to work out that day, I'm there. I don't care what other external factors are happening or are in place, right? So all that to say, it's cold outside, but nigga, I still got chest. So we on the way, hit chest day, best day. What are you talking about? Chest, I really take serious. I take every workout serious, but chest day in particular, I take serious because chest is by far my weakest body part, and I feel like it'll be the biggest hindrance to me when it comes to stepping on stage. And the reason why I say that is because I was always a bigger guy. Like, I was playing football as a D lineman at 280 pounds or whatever at my max. So yeah, I was pretty strong, I was pretty athletic, but aesthetically, like, niggas didn't give we didn't give a damn about aesthetics. You know, I didn't really know what bodybuilding training consisted of. I didn't know about building a physique, so I just had titties, and I'm like, okay, maybe. I just was like, yeah, this is what it is. Fuck it, you know. I don't know what I thought, if it was like genetic or whatever, but you know, so I kind of had to, over the past year or so, transform the breasts, if you will, into pecs. And honestly, it's not that hard per se. I mean, the principle is still the same pretty much for every body part. You know, you eat in a calorie deficit and you train hard. You know, you're going to build up muscle, and you're going to lose fat in whatever area that may be. But obviously, it just takes a long time. So that's why I take chest day so seriously, and I'm real meticulous when it comes to my chest training. I low-key have a pretty, where are you going? Come back over here. Yep, thank you. I low-key have a pretty good, I guess if you want to call it upper shelf, it's pec major. Is it the pec major? No, I think it's the pec minor. It's the one that sits up at the top. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that is actually pretty solid. It's really just the, yeah, definitely the pec minor, which you can focus on with a lot of decline work. Sorry if the camera's all over the place, but you know, all these turns and shit got the DJI acting out of body. But yeah, so I'm really just trying to focus on that right now, be real meticulous, building up that lower portion of the pec. That really just comes from, you know, your diet has got to be on point, and of course your training. So, which I know the training is getting there. It's getting better each week, and really every day. And as far as the diet, man, it just really just takes time. You know, you got to do the right things. Yeah, you got to eat the right things, make sure you're fueling your body in the right way. But at the end of the day, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And I know that, and I understand that. And the beautiful part about it is that my show that I'm trying to do is not until June. And I don't think I'm in a bad spot, particularly. And I feel like when I really ramp things up, as far as the diet goes, as far as the training goes, as far as the everything, as we get deeper and deeper into an actual prep, that I think I'll be just fine, bro. But I feel like that I had to kind of explain that in a way that was kind of like the prerequisite, so you can really understand this chest day and why hitting chest means, you know, so much to me. It's not really, yeah, it's fun. Everybody loves a chest bump, and you know, it's anabolic or whatever. But when I say chest day, best day, that's kind of my actual reasoning behind it. I'm not just saying that just to be, you know, cool, or because I think it sounds good or whatever else like that. But the plan for today, we just pulled up at the gym. Obviously, I told you. Yeah, okay, still hear me. Just pulled up at the gym. Obviously, I told you we're hitting chest today, but we're gonna also do some calves. Jay Cutler says start off every chest day with calves, which is kind of funny that I didn't start doing that because he said that, but I was kind of like low-key already doing that because I'm hitting calves like 2 to 3 times a week, you know, just before my lifts. So we're gonna definitely do some calves today, and then chest, and then we're gonna finish off with 25 minutes of cardio, per usual, Stairmaster. You know, the treadmill, the bike, it just doesn't do it for me, man. You know, I feel like the Stairmaster is where it's at for me personally, and it just targets the heart rate, gets it where it needs to be. But that's enough talk. Why don't we just go ahead and get in there for that first set of calves? Yeah. All right, man, let's go ahead and get into it. So we got 275. Yeah, not 275, but 2 plates and a 25 on the calf raise to start. I like hitting the seated calf. They got another calf machine at the gym, but you know, I normally hit that one instead of the seated joint, but I figured I'd switch it up today. Notice the 1-2-1 and then the little bounce at the top. That's just really just to get the peak contraction. Shout out to Jay Cutler. I think I said that in the beginning of this video too, that you know, he always started off hitting chest day with calves, and you know, I kind of got that from him, but not really. I was kind of already doing it, so it's just funny coincidence that, you know, that's what he said as well. And you know, anything that Jay Cutler says, I'm playing. But here we go, 3 plates on there. This was my top set for calf raises. and then I think we go into some standing ones after that. But really, it's just more so. Oh, all right, one more. Really, it's just more so about the reps for me. Yeah, I got 3 plates on there. Yeah, it might seem like a lot, but if I wasn't able to get the full contraction and really feel the squeeze in the calf and the stretch at the bottom, and I felt like I was forcing the reps, and obviously drop the weight. You know, it's always make about the reps rather than the weight. So, was this a drop set? Oh yeah, I was feeling frisky this day. Okay, so hit 3 plates. I was probably like 8 or 10 if I had to guess, and then this definitely has to be the finisher if we're doing drop sets, because I don't really like doing them too much, like mid sets personally, if that makes sense. Like I'll save it for the end of a movement, like on my last set, just to finish it out. So here we got a deep stretch going. Okay, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, come on, 7, 8. I'm watching the film with y'all, man. I'm tapped in. 9, 10. We got a couple partials at the top. Yeah, great set. And I stood up feeling like I was solar set. So superset, or not supersetting that. The next thing, standing calf raises, just to get like a nice little mix, if you would say. I think 2 calf movements. When you're hitting calves, would be perfect. Some type of standing, some type of seated variation. I mean, you could do 2 seated, you could do whatever, really. But the point is just to mix it up and hit the calves from every angle. You know what I mean? So here I was going definitely a little bit lighter, you know, but I kept the reps fairly high, I believe. I think it was like 15 reps, at least to start off. And then, you know, obviously the weight goes up and reps go down, and, you know, the pyramid thing. If you're watching this video, then you definitely already know about that, dog. 4, 5, 6. Notice the pause at the bottom, right? That little pause at the bottom when I started, when I was fresh, to really emphasize that stretch position. Takes away all the momentum. It gives you the peak contraction at the top when you squeeze, and overall it just helps contribute to a better pump, in my opinion. You feel me? 1. So we got rest pause action. So I probably knocked out another 5. 3, squeeze at the top. That little pause at the top, I said it before, that little pause at the top is so essential for building that mind-muscle connection. If you just flying through the reps, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing these type reps that I'm doing right now at the start of your workout, I feel like you're missing out on gains, to be honest. Now you can tell shit is getting serious. So we got the pants came off, pump cover came off. We're hitting some high incline chests. I told you I was real meticulous about my chest days, and I feel like, honestly, this was one of the best ones I've had in a while. I hit the chest from all angles. I'm not going too heavy. We only got a plate, and we got 185 on the bar, but I'm keeping the momentum, or not the momentum, I'm keeping the tempo and getting a good stretch at the bottom and keeping all the tension in the chest. Notice I'm not locking out all the way out. My elbows are still kind of bent. You know, I'm keeping that tension right in the chest. There we go. This had to be top set right here. Yeah, this was definitely the top set because I made this one a drop set after. So let's see how many we bang out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5. Come on. You know, when the chain go in the mouth, the chain go in the mouth, that's when shit start to get serious. 10. What's that 10? I don't even know. Either way, we're gonna drop it right now. Probably strip the 25 off. You know, that just make the most sense. Because it's really we're not going for the weight, you know. So I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm gonna drop from 185 now I gotta drop it to 155 and get it. No. It's just what's gonna get me that peak contraction, you know. I'm gonna hit a drop set, and I want to keep the rest time fairly low, and we're gonna hop right back into it. Even if it's just a plate, slow it down, get the pause at the bottom, and explode back up. If you wait, now listen to me closely. if you're doing the reps and you wait, you don't have to add a ton more weights. So if you wait, then you ain't gotta wait. You feel what I'm saying? So because even though I only got a plate on here, the fact I can make the reps harder by slowing down the tempo, by adding a pause, by really contracting at the top of the movement, and that really goes for everything. Took this one to absolute failure. I couldn't even get that bitch back up. Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this pec ply right here, the pec deck. I wanted to try it standing up, because I seen Jay Cutler do it standing up in one of his newer vids, and it looked interesting, so I wanted to try it. But the pad on this machine is not long enough. Like, my back was hanging off the top of that bitch, and it just wasn't. It wasn't ideal, you know. So I sat my ass back down. But what I'm trying to focus on right here is getting that full stretch at the bottom, and then as I come up, I'm trying to like turn my pinky upwards, you know, to really attack that decline, like portion of the chest. There's still overall full chest movement, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hit every part, but that's just a little cue to build kind of that mind muscle connection, even that much more, just turning the pinky up a little bit. So it's subtle, and you're actually not gonna see it like physically, but just thinking about it and like putting the pressure through the pinky as you're pushing, then I feel like that'll really make the difference. You know, because I'm not gonna turn. I'm not the Hulk, man. I'm not about to turn the whole machine, but you know, it's just about building that connection. You know, I don't even know. I'll probably be all off with these numbers when I be trying to count. I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to count, I'm trying to break it down, but we got a drop set right here. Okay. Let's get back to it. That's the one thing I don't like about like having to re-rack it like this, or having to rack it like this, or whatever. You gotta do it like one at a time, you know, because it goes all the way back. There's no some pet decks, you know, they got the attachment so you can set it to a certain point. So I could have sat back down and just went back to it, but it is what it is. I do like it though, because you do get a deep stretch, and I'm not going all the way back to where like I'm about to feel like I'm gonna tear something in my shoulder, but I'm going deep enough. Okay, 3. Trying to target right in the inner chest, right there, when I'm hitting those. And then one more, of course, the triple drop set, because yeah, we definitely about to move on after this one. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm not trying to go too deep to where I'm feeling it in my shoulders, but I'm trying to stop right where I feel all the tension just in my chest. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm telling you, try these. Now we're gonna open up full and then come back. And this is probably only like, I think this was only like 50, what the machine says to be 50 pounds or whatever, but I'm telling you, bro, that you don't need a ton of weight if you're doing the reps right. So moving on to the decline, obviously I told you, you know, that's one of the weak points for me, so definitely want to make sure that we emphasize getting a good stretch and contraction. That's why I like to do these single arm. I will hit a double sometimes, but I was feeling single arm unilateral, if you want to get scientific, but I was feeling unilateral decline press today. And I slow down the tempo, trying to get that pause at the bottom, and same thing. You're going to see a lot of these principles and a lot of the stuff that I talk about and I do is transferable throughout all of the training. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm talking about the reps, the tempo, the pause, you know what I'm saying? The rest pause, the drop set. I mean, these are all tools that you can essentially have in your bag, you know, and you can equip them for whatever workout, whatever movement, whatever day that you have. It doesn't really matter the split or whatever, you know. It's like you playing GTA and you're holding down Matter of fact, I got the controller right here. It's like you playing GTA and you holding down L1 to bring up that weapon wheel, my nigga. So these are just some tools that I have, you know, and you just bring them out as you need them, right? So, but some of them are gonna be staples. So as you go to the tempo, like I said, the pause, I feel like those should be staples of every single rep. It doesn't matter the movement, it doesn't matter the workout, you know, get a good 2 to 3 second tempo, and then if you get you a pause at the bottom, I'm telling you, that will just add so much more to the contraction rather than just flying through the reps. See, I did do a double arm set right here, probably just to finish out because I'm a little OCD and I can't really I can't just do the one and then move on. Like, no, I gotta finish it out both at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? But nothing crazy. I mean, I could, at least weight-wise, I could throw on, you know, like 2 plates, 3 plates, whatever, and try and bang it out like that. But that's not really gonna, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna do much for me. Like, you're not gonna lose gains if you train it like that, but it's more so about, you know, I don't like, imagine just fucking the weights. I don't like just fucking the weights. You know, it's about making love to the weights, making love to the body parts. You know what I'm saying? Making love to the chest right now. And this 185 is gonna help us be real smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get her where she needs to go. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be in a rush all the time, throwing 3 plates, 4 plates on there. Sometimes you really just gotta ride that bitch out and take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the workout is gonna be any less intense. We still bring the intensity. We still going to failure. Look, I'm crashed out right now. I'm crashed out right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's going to be any less intense. We still going to failure. And, you know, it's just, number one, it's safer. You're not trying to throw around a whole bunch of weight. And number two, I just feel like you can get a better contraction when you're really making love to the weights rather than just trying to fuck the weights. You know what I'm saying? If you take one thing away from this video right here, make sure you're making love to the weights, man. Not just fucking the weights. It's a big difference. Ask a girl about it. She'll tell you the same thing. I'm telling you. So this is just like a little decline fly that I wanted to finish out with. I've been seeing the machines that people have in their gyms. Derek Lunsford, Jay Cutler, like I said, even C-Bum, you know, all these top. But they got this decline flying machine where it's like you pushing down, and I've always wanted to, if you know what I'm talking about, that you know, but I've always wanted to try that shit, dog, and I just haven't. So this is my own, I don't have one at this gym, so this is like my own variation of it. These bent over, like decline flies. I still feel good, but I know it's not as smooth as what it would be on that machine, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sam Sulik, because I actually seen him doing these. I was like, shit, let me try it, you know? So I'm like pulling myself down as my arms come up, and then as my arms go down, I'm like pushing up with my chest, if that makes sense. So you can see a little bit dip, and then I'm coming up a little bit. And these, I actually like, I know I said the whole thing about, you know, making love and fucking, but I actually like going a bit heavier on these, and then dropping it, like literally like what I'm doing right now. Make it into a drop set, and just going about it like that. So I think, this was 1, 2, 3, 4 movements for chest. And I think it was like from 16 to 20 sets. I mean, this was a couple days ago. I'm recording the voiceover now, so I would say all in all, this was like an 8 out of 10 chest day for me, at least methodically, meticulously, if you will, something like that. Mathematically, if you will. I don't even know. Like 8 out of 10, and the pump was pretty fucking good too. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Just like that, about 2 hours later, calves got cooked, chest got cooked, and cardio is complete. So all I get to do right now is go home, have my post-workout meal, which you already know is gonna be the same as it's been for the last 2 months, and what it will be for the next about 6 months is that 75 grams of oats, 48 grams of protein, 20 grams of almond butter, 50 grams of blueberry, I could do bananas with it too, but the banana just, I can only do, I think, like 30 grams of banana, and that's like literally like a quarter of a banana, and that bitch just goes bad. So it's really no point. So I just do the blueberries. But that was definitely a great workout, bro. As you can see, like, I'm real meticulous when it comes to the chest training. We started off with the incline just to really work on that upper shelf, because although, like, yeah, I already got it, for the most part, you know, use it or lose it. You know, we can always get better, and that's what's really going to stand out when we hop on stage. You know, and then I moved on to the decline work. Just, you know, that's a weak point that I told you that, you know, we need to bring up. So we want to make sure that we have a heavy emphasis on decline as well. So I got some pushing in there, some flies in there, and it was all in all a great workout. You know, I can't really complain. Hopefully you took something, you know, from this workout. If, you know, you're struggling to really build up, or I guess if you're struggling to work on your chest, you know, if you lacking, if they're a little saggy, a little soggy, you know, and you've been drinking your soy milk or your almond milk, which I definitely would not recommend, but, you know, that's a different conversation. But yeah, hopefully that's a different conversation. But yeah, no, seriously, I hope you took something from this workout. This is just what I'm doing, what I found to work for myself, and a little bit to what my coach has got me doing as far as some of the nutrition stuff. But really for the workouts, I mean, most of it I'm doing by myself. I might link up with him maybe once or twice a week, but it really just varies. You know what I mean? I have confidence in myself and knowing my body to really get through the workouts, but it does help having a coach as you try to prep and prepare for an actual bodybuilding competition to get you right with the nutrition. Now, if you're not really worried about, you know, competing and you kind of just want to get in shape, I would say by all means, come back. Yep, there we go. Yep. I would say by all means, you know, you could do that by yourself. You just got to do your research, and like anything, the more you do it, the better you will become at it, and you'll become more proficient, and eventually you'll be an expert, shredded, and you might change your mind and say, hey, maybe I do kind of like doing this, and I want to do bodybuilding, and then you just take it to that next level, or you just say, I'm cool where I'm at, and now I'll just maintain this, you know. If you get to the point of maintenance and say, yeah, I'm cool where I'm at, then, hey, brother, you've won the game, brother. Like, because when you really start getting into the world of competing, it's a slippery slope, you know. You're never going to be satisfied with how you look. It's just how it is, you know. Everybody, I feel like, has body dysmorphia to a certain extent, especially, you know, like I said, the guys that compete. But I've been really feeling it, you know. Everybody says that, you know, I look great compared to what I used to look like, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do, but I just know, like, there's so much more to go, and I'm not satisfied. You know, I'd say that's the end all be all right there, is just to never, there we go. That's the end all be all right there, just to never be satisfied, and you can always do more. You know, Rich Piana said, whatever you're doing in life, and I definitely believe this, you know, he was a great guy, don't wholeheartedly, you know, side or believe in every single thing that he was saying, you know, but I definitely think he was definitely spreading the right message, and, you know, it's definitely a shame that he passed away at an early age like how he did. But either way, he was saying anything that you're doing in life, you can always do more, and that's definitely what I found to be the case with whatever I've been doing in life, whether that's work, whether that's bodybuilding, or whether that's even just making content. You know, you can always find a way to do more and to maximize your efforts and whatever endeavor you choose to be in, if that makes sense. But I think that's all I got. I'm really just yapping right now. I'm running out of glycogen, I can tell. I need to go eat. I'm hungry as shit. I was in the gym for like 2 hours, dog, like I said. So, I get my cheat meal today too as well, so I'm excited for that. I don't know what it's gonna be, but maybe a burger and fries or something. I've been just trying to keep it simple, you know, nothing too crazy that's gonna throw my rhythm way off and, you know, get me all extra bloated and shit. So I don't know, I might just go burger and fries, call it a day for the cheat meal, and then get back on the grind tomorrow. But that's all I got, like I said, and I don't know what the next video will be, but it'll definitely be a workout, and yeah, I guess we'll see you then.